Okay, hello everyone, this is Mr. Robert Ronan here again, and finally we have Jacko's Breakdown by Arxis Works' YouTube channel, and it's pretty awesome. It was a long wait, but damn, it was worth it because she looks so cool.
Jacko,
even just in this beginning part, she does this combo, like, extension off of that, and then gets the, like, Oki, and does the setups with the little minion. It's so goddamn cool. And it doesn't cost her any meters. She has her own special meter to do it, which I love. So yeah, we're just gonna watch over the video together, and then we'll watch it again, and I'll break down every itty little bitty thing we see in it. But yeah, even now, she just looks so cool how she kind of has the Venom effect, where she can just like smack them around. But like, unlike Venom, she can pick them up as well and just throw them, which adds a lot more ability to place them exactly where you want them, which I think is so cool, how we have this like crazy setup summoner character in Strive. It's definitely something we don't already have. Because like Zato, I guess he's a summoner, but he's very different. Even this thing where she just drops it is really cool. They show a setup here where she does the sweep and then does it and then drops it on the opponent and she gets a setup. What is that? That's so cool. Then she gets that kick and she can cancel the kick into another summon, and oh. And yeah, so she's kind of like Zato in that she can recover them and like instantly get all of her meter back to do more minion stuff, which is pretty crazy, and I feel like that's going to be really important at high level Jacko gameplay, is recovering them at the right time.
As it launches the opponent on hit, you can follow.
And these little attacks are crazy. I didn't realize they launch on hit. Like, they're not just like do a hit that you can combo off of. They fully like launch you in the air to get a combo. It's crazy. And she can do it while she's holding them. And it's hella plus on block, it seems. I love that. And look, when they're on the other side, she bounces them back and forward. It's so cool. And this is awesome too. They just completely block them and put them into a guard break state. And then she can use her command grab super, and boom, you're dead. Wait, where is it? Here, yeah. So, well, because when you're in a guard break state, you're vulnerable to throws, and one of her supers is a throw, so she can just hit you out of that if you try to attack one of the minions, because they do disappear if you hit them, but she can just put the shield on them. And then this too! She can just, like, make them blow up, which launches them into the air and does some damage, and when they get hit by all three of them, it does a hell of a lot of damage. But like, oh, that's so cool. And we saw in her trailer how she can like activate it midway through combo. And then at the end of the combo, she can just throw them at the opponent and then they'll blow up and be super plus or launch them in the air and get a combo. That's just crazy. I love this kind of stuff. And yeah, then she has this like pretty basic special move, the kick, but it'll be used to like synergize with all of her other moves to kick the minions, and yeah, she can cancel the kick into minion summons as well, so it kind of is the glue to all of her weird stuff. And this is a pretty crazy super. I was not expecting her like Exor of Dust to be this like super with the yeah, whatever the hell this is, but it's really cool. It's an invincible throw, but it's very short range.
This move grants a temporary buff to servants.
And this one's really interesting too. Yeah, she has some really weird overdrives, very non-traditional. So she has the weird invincible command grab one, and then she has this one where she can do two different things to like power up her minions, either make them like super like tough, like kind of like Zato's oppose, or just make them go crazy and you can attack as many times as you like with them. Like, oh, there's just so many things you can do with them. Like here, she throws them over the top of their head, then like gets them to attack after she does a dust to make her hella plus on block, then she gets to go in for pressure, and then after she finishes a combo, she throws another one at the opponent. See, throw in at Ram, do a kick, do an attack, then she like kicks it at Ram using her kick, and then the kick pushes the minion, and it bumps into Ram so that she's plus again, and then she can do something else, and then get the minion to like actually attack it. Oh, it's so crazy. There's so many cool things she can do with them. She can throw them around, she can bounce them around with her attacks, she can make them attack, she can make them defend, she can make them explode. It's crazy. Let's watch it over again. Let's start it from the top. Actually, we don't need to watch this beginning intro stuff. Oh, we want to watch this intro thing though. So after we get to see her cool character shot, we get some awesome instant right into the Jacko gameplay. So yeah, just even this beginning thing is wild in itself. So what does she do? So she does a jump heavy slash, I believe, or maybe it's a jump dash, and it hits twice. Then she runs up, does a standing kick into a forward heavy slash, grabs a minion, holds it, runs toward Eno, and then as she's waking up, she throws it at Eno, And it hits Eno as he tries to jump out of the corner. It's like, yeah, Eno's trying to jump out of the corner. The minion hits her, which gives Jacko even more time to run in. Then after she's run in, she's getting scared. She's faultless defensing. And Jacko goes for her close slash into her heavy slash. Her heavy slash, by the way, is freaking awesome. She does this like double like spinning tabletop kick. It's ridiculous for a heavy slash. It's amazing. So she does that into the heavy slash, and then she does the minion attack like command. So the minion attacks, and then she's plus, and then she gets to go for another attack afterwards. She runs up and does another close slash. There was probably a gap there, but like, Eno's scared because she probably could have gone for something else that was more guaranteed, like a low kick or something. So she runs up, go for close slash into like heavy kick again. Then she just like tries to do some gimmicky stuff and just summon the minion like on block and then kick it or something, but then it only like gets a counter hit because Eno's like, no, none of that. But like, oh, that whole sequence was so cool. She gets all of that from her jumping, I don't know, heavy slash or dust. Runs up, forward heavy slash, summon the minion, throw it at her. Heavy slash, attack. Heavy slash, summon it, kick it. Oh. It was so cool though. So yeah, we know she summons a servant. She just places it down right in front of her, and she can do different attacks. So like a standing kick pushes them into the opponent, or a crouching heavy slash bounces them into the air. So they get a bunch of different trajectories depending on which attack you do. And when she's near one, she can pick it up and run away with it. And we saw that she can run forwards with it. So basically she can just move, run around, and jump while she's holding them, which allows for some pretty cool setups and like specific placement.
You can dash backwards.
So yeah, she can pick them up and walk around while she's picking them up, and she can throw them. And
tile once thrown.
Yeah.
Moving forward in a curved line.
She just like throws it at them, which is what she did against Eno. So you throw the opponent if you're a bit too close to do the next thing, which is the drop, which is that you just like drop it on the floor. Which I guess is just like the close version of the throw, because it does nearly the same thing, because it still hits the opponent. Because as we see here, yeah, she does close slash to sweep, then jumps in the air and then drops it on him, and then does low kick into sweep again, and into her kick. Oh man, she's so cool. So yeah, after she gets her sweep, then she just drops the minion on him, so it's kind of like a close version of the throw. And then it bonks Soul on the head, and she gets to go for more pressure or go for a combo if it hits. Ah, lovely.
This move collects all servants that are
and then yeah, this is pretty interesting because it kind of makes her like Zato. And I imagine this is going to be pretty important for like, yeah, high level Jacko gameplay. So after you've done your bunch of attacks, you want to know when you can recover at a good time, because then you get all of your minion meter back and you can go for some more crazy stuff, because they are pretty crazy. And yeah, so the attack command, they whip their lollipop at Soul, launch them in the air, gets a combo, or just gets more pressure. Crazy. And they all attack at the same time, which is pretty crazy. And while she's holding them, I imagine maybe that's a really, really high hitting anti-air. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that.
Servant gauge is required to activate this move.
What was that? I didn't even notice that the first time I watched the trailer. So she jumps in the air dashes over. And while she's dashing, she commands them to do the attack, and then gets a oh, that was beautiful. So
gauge is required to activate this move.
Yo, come on, what was that? So she gets a hard knockdown, presumably off of her sweep. Then she summons a minion, he's sitting on top of Soul, then she dashes over him to get the cross-up, and as she crosses him, she summons a minion to attack. So that could be a pretty ambiguous cross-up, because if she does it slightly before she crosses over, then it won't be a cross-up, but like this time it definitely was a cross-up. And then the minion launches him into the air, she does a close slash into a crouching heavy slash, and then summons a minion to attack again. She gets another launcher, and then she goes for her close slash into 6H. Yeah, her 6 heavy slash. Oh, that is so beautiful. The hard knockdown into the crazy mix-up, like crossover, like Amelia style attack. And then she gets an awesome conversion off of it because the minion's still out and is still attacking and launching the opponent. That's so cool.
Around all servants currently summoned. When the opponent attacks a servant with their barrier up.
And yeah, this is pretty wild too, because as they said, the minion can, like, will get destroyed if the opponent attacks them. So you want to kind of like defend them like you would with Eddie. But unlike Zato having to protect Eddie, the minions can protect themselves if you do this defend command, and it puts the opponent into a guard break state. Like, you can have this massive wall of like, you can't touch this. That's crazy.
Servants by attacking them.
And I imagine it would nullify projectiles too. Yeah, and if it hits a physical attack, then they get into this guard break state where she's like hella plus. So she could either like walk in, go for pressure, because we know she has some pretty mad pressure, especially if she has a minion out, which she does if she just did this. So yeah, if they go into that guard break state, she gets to do some attacks, go in for the minion attack, go for more pressure, do some crazy stuff. Or if she's close enough, she can just run up and do this like overdrive she has. It's a command grab, and just boom, get some guaranteed damage off of that. Keep in mind, yeah, that's absolutely guaranteed. They can't burst that because they just get put in a guard break state for attacking, get parried, then boom, command grab super.
Countdown.
The countdown, this is going to lead to awesome setups too. So I guess like when the minion's about to die, then you can be like, boom, countdown, blow the thing up, and then do some like crazy setups. It's kind of like Faust's bomb, where the opponent just has to be like wary of it, because you know, if it blows up, you're going to take some damage and she might get a combo. And look, if all three of them hit, it does pretty wild damage. And she gets, it launches them to what? Oh, so cool.
An attack that hits in front of Jacko.
And then yeah, this looks like a boring kick, but it's going to be really important for all of her attacks, because it's what like puts the glue in between all of her really weird special moves. And yeah, as he says, you can cancel it into the summon of the minions, so you can end your combo in the kick, so you get to end it in a special move, and then cancel into the minion, and then kick it with the special move if you want, because it's the fastest launcher of the minions by far. The other ones kind of just make the minion like float towards them. This one like bullets towards them. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty crazy. And she could probably even do that on block, so cancel the kick into a summon for like a bit of like weird gimmicky pressure. But yeah, it's cool, and she can connect it off of her sweep we saw before.
This works well as a poke at long range.
Damn, there's just so much stuff she's going to be able to do off of summoning the minions and then placing them in the right spot, getting them to attack, getting them to explode, kicking them so they bounce off of each other and all that stuff. It's crazy. And yeah, so she's got an invincible reversal that's also a command grab, but it has to be really close range. That's pretty cool. And then this one, where like, they're just completely OP. It's like she's got 3 versions of Zato's Oppose just standing there for ages, but the opponent just can't do anything. So, like Zato's Oppose, she's going to get counter hits for days with this setup, because if the opponent presses a button, it gets blocked by the minion, not by her, so she can just walk up, counter hit, boom, full combo. And it seems like they last for quite a while. Like, the 3 of them were just standing there for ages. And then this one, they get, like, super beefed up, and they can just attack as many times as they like, because they get energy so quickly. So, like, attack, 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 attack. You can get that super easy combo. And so, like, this one's probably, like, just to, like, be annoying and get some counter hits and stuff. Or, like, you know, it's the safe option that, like, you really get your Jacko gameplay going. But this one is like the comeback potential one, because you can get like mad, crazy, easy combos that do tons of damage off of like any hit, because they can just do anything as many times as they like. So that's the comeback factor one. The other one is just the general really good one. Look at this. Oh, I'm gonna cry. This is the most, probably the like some of the most interesting gameplay we've seen out of Strive, and it's from a character trailer. So let's check it out. What does she do? So you can actually see Soul gold bursts her trying to do her command grab super, but then she misses it and he gold bursts because they avoid throws. So she 6Ps, summons a minion, walks towards, and then throws it over him as he wakes up. So now the minion's behind him, so she can get hella pressure going, because he's sandwiched by Jacko and the minion. So she does her sweep, which moves really far forwards, and it's almost like a stroke the big tree, because she like goes along the ground. That's really cool. And she cancels it into the minion to do an attack, and I assume she's pretty plus after that, because she goes for a close slash into a crouching heavy slash, and then doesn't actually get the minion to attack after that. She's saving the meter to get more Oki again. So yeah, after she does
her dust attack,
she gets the minion to attack, does a close slash into crouching heavy slash, which hits. And then what I find really cool, and she's like, not only does she have crazy Oki, because like we saw the cross up thing before, and like, you know, she can summon a minion on Oki and drop them on them, but like see here where she like is just standing here. She just does a standing punch. But then that becomes a great meaty tool because it sends the minion flying over Soul's head. So it's basically like a super active standing punch because it, it's very low risk for her. It's just a standing punch. It's very few like active and recovery frames. So you're not likely to be like countered out of it. But like you do that where that normally wouldn't have hit, but it hits the opponent because the minion goes flying like towards them. So you get super easy Oki, like you just force them to block on wake up basically every time. Then she gets to run up, go for her standing kick. Then she goes for close slash into her heavy slash, counter hit, which actually bounces the opponent into the air, which I guess is to stop her going for her command grab super. But, she's going to be able to get some crazy combos off of that anyways. Then she decides to go for a setup where she grabs a minion, throws it at Soul as he wakes up. So she's hella plus, as it seems like she's always going to be. And yeah, we don't know what kind of mix-up she was going to go for that. Also, look at this. What the hell is Ram hitting? Like, bro, why'd they have to show such a meme hitbox in the trailer? What was that?
Tries to prevent you from summoning
And I think this is what most people were here to see. Unfortunately, they changed it slightly. They put the crown up there. I don't think that was there before.
Summoning servants.
Not the crown, the halo. So what does she do here? Well, let's just watch it first.
Standing kick or far standing slash as pokes. Her sweep is also easy to use and has a lot of active frames.
So, what does she do? She does like a jump kick into standing kick twice. So it seems like it's going to be a good stagger, kind of like Giovanna's standing kick. And then, yeah, she cancels it into her low dust, her sweep. And then cancels a sweep into the kick. And on counter hit, that launches them away for a hard knockdown? No. Just launches them away. And yeah, and then because she can cancel the kick into the minion summon, she's like summons a minion, holds it, runs towards Ram, throws it at her as she wakes up. It hits her. So she's, plus to run in and do something. So she does a run-up kick into minion attack. It doesn't combo, but, she's going to be hella plus on block. And then she goes for another kick to launch the minion into her, like to attack from afar. Like the crazy character she is. And then, I don't know, she's running up to do some kind of aerial assault. But like, oh, that's so good. Like, even if she doesn't, like, get pressure from, like, so close. She's just so cool how she can just like, boom, kick the opponent into her, kick that, and then, oh, wait. So she can cancel things off of kicking her minions. So this kick doesn't actually hit Ram. It hits the minion, but she's able to cancel the kick into the minion attack. So she can cancel her buttons that whiff, but they don't whiff because they hit the minions. That's pretty crazy. So she can kick the minion and cancel that kick into a minion summon as the other minion is flying towards the opponent. That's crazy. And she kind of does that here. So she does a kick that doesn't actually hit Ram. It just hits the minion, but she cancels the kick into the attack. So after the minion hits Ram, it does the attack. So not only does it fly towards her and hit her, then it does the minion lollipop smack. And
her sweep is also
that's so good.
And has a lot of active frames.
Yeah, she runs up, does a throw. Which, leaves you pretty close. Pretty important for your throw.
Her aerial dust attack can keep the opponent from approaching too.
And yeah, that's kind of what we've seen already. So she gets a hard knockdown, summons a minion, does standing P to launch it into the opponent, goes for close slash, heavy slash, attack, close slash, heavy slash, something happens in the background. Anyways, whoa. What a freaking character trailer. Was that not like the best thing you've ever seen? I was so hyped seeing this goddamn trailer. I'm so glad she comes out tomorrow. I'm gonna have so much fun playing with her, experimenting with her in training mode, and you're definitely gonna see some Jacko gameplay as soon as I can get it up. She just looks wild fun, and I'm so excited to see all the Twitter clips of all the random crazy things she can do. Because I kind of hope she's OP and kind of crazy, because she looks it, and looks so fun. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward to playing Jacko, because I want to play against you if you're playing Jacko. She looks crazy. Also, her sound effects are so cool. Wait, sorry, this is very irrelevant. But if we go into her countdown...
It takes time before the explosion goes off.
The countdown, like the noises are so cool. They're so cute.
It takes time before the explosion goes off, so buy some time.
Anyways, yeah, she's a super awesome looking character, and her gameplay looks awesome too. Can't wait to play her. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.